what we're doing is lots of stuff. Lots of stuff and things to go in here. The shake was ridiculous, eh?
I don't know what it is. I think it broke my GoPro as well.
What's going on, guys? Something a little bit different today. Just going to be doing a little bit of a voiceover over the top of the video as we were listening to music and don't want to get copyrighted. So as you can see, I'm just doing ring gaps for the Ls1 in the SS, setting them all right, getting everything nice and tidy. That's my little piston that I've got sitting around thanks to another workshop that I got a blown motor off. Justin's doing his bearings, I'm pretty sure, in the background there on the barra, forged barra build. So yeah, just a little bit of this. I'll be doing a bit of voiceover throughout this video because there's a lot of music in it and don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm just going to do it like this. What am I doing here? I'm just measuring the ring gap, whether it's top ring or bottom ring, trying to work out what clearance I want. I think I went with roughly a 24 thou on the top ring and a 26 or 7 on the bottom, sorry. No, 23 and 26, I think, thousandths of an inch. Just finishing the burrs off the edge of it there, so don't want to get it all messed up. Don't want to scratch the ball. What does it go with that, eh? It fits, and then I friggin' finish the bird edges off it, and then it doesn't fit. It's happened every time.
Just goes out a little bit tighter.
How good's the bloody little ring gap tool? It's actually a manual one I borrowed off Benny at Precise Engine Rebuilders, but obviously it takes a lot longer if you use the handle, so pulled the handle off, fitted the drill just on low speed, and yeah, it just makes life so much easier for setting ring gaps, especially on the top ones because they're a lot harder of a compound of steel, I'd say it is, depending on what rings you buy. I think they're steel, I'm not too sure. And yeah, the top ones are a bit hard to get through. The second one's bottom ring's not too bad, it's a lot softer. So you got to be a bit careful when you're doing that. But yeah, it definitely makes life a lot easier. We'll be doing that again, borrowing that off him. But yeah, guys, this job's pretty monotonous, so just gonna cruise along, probably speed this up in a second, drop some music in there. So enjoy the music and we'll catch back up with it in a second.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of yesterday. Pistons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up, climbing and climbing. I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my style. Darling, where were you when my heart was on the ground? I thought time would prove that you would stick around. I guess time stood still, a king without his crown. Now I'm breaking and you're faking, girl. You never made a sound.
Reese is the most shyest bloke you can feel. Look at him.
So we're getting there. We're down to measuring the last two ring gaps, setting them. As you'll see in the time lapse, bloody monotonous. And then we can assemble the pistons that are over by Reese. He's a bloody shy bugger. And then another project that we've had going in the background, we don't really want to show it, so we'll just look at the ground. Nah, it's a bloody barra. So, forged barra, pretty much same as the LS, but Ford version. So spool rods, Ross Racing pistons in this one. So doing ring gap in that one now. It's got its spoolie rods over here, ACL race bearings, and pretty pistons. Oh. Oh, you pulley packed them all out. Purity. Do you know what the compression ratio is on these?
I think it was on the box, on the side.
They're 10 over, because we had to clean the boards up a bit. No, it's all ripped. Yeah. All the clippy things. So it's a Saturday again, and more engine assembly stuff. So I'm just going to time lapse it because it's very monotonous. And then when we start putting the pretty parts in, I'll get back to you. Oh, the freaking background music. Where's she at? Didn't take much off then. It's 23. Another tooth here. So I'm just adding in a few quick photos of the build series of the parts I didn't film, so you get to see it all getting reassembled, heads going on, all sump going on, head gaskets, everything all like that. Everything's all nice and clean and tidy. Welded new fittings in the rock covers, as the old ones were tiny. That's just a Sparrow. And yeah, look at them, all pretty, looking good. So time to skip to the next part. Well, welcome back everybody. It's been a bit of a weird video, this one, just chopping up stuff and putting it in where I can. As I was saying, I didn't film a lot of it because I was busy and just doing bits in between work, but trying to get as much done as I can on film. So she's all put back together now, manifolds are on, just got to put the crossover on, a few other little bits and pieces here, rock covered gaskets. Welded these fittings on because they had some dodgy little setup going on here, so it's got some dash 10 fittings on there now. Got to put the rear plate in, rear main seal and rear cam plate, and that'll be all good. And then she'll be ready to drop into her new home. Tidy the engine bay up a little bit, new lick of paint. It's not the best, but it looks alright. It'll do. It's just a track car. She's looking nice and shiny now. Cleaned everything as much as I can when I'm assembling it all. I've got the alternator power steer pump. I still need to degrease and gurney this morning, or rescan. That way they're all nice and tidy. I've got to go buy some oil for it and an oil pressure gauge before I start it up. Also going to have a fun time as I haven't mounted coil pack holders on here yet, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to put them there or go buy the coil pack loom extensions and sit them down on the chassis rail in here so they're all hidden, tucked away, and the motor looks nice and neat like it does now. Also another thing, I did crack this at Matsuri when the motor blew up, so I've had to re-weld that. So that's all nice and neat now. Got me no oil pressure sender block there. Yeah, it's all reassembled, nice and freaking tidy looking. The exhaust gaskets, everything. I'm not going to tidy up the heat wrap. I just couldn't be stuffed. I can always do that later on. Got to buy some bungs for down here. It's just a little block off I had on it. Fit the steam ports once it's in the car so I don't bend them. And yeah.
They said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began. Just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. They said, be meek. Look beneath the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine. Will surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began. Just start again.
face you make when you're trying to get that bolt. That bolt. It's in the hole. It's in the hole? Any holes to go?
Yeah, what was 12 of those?
13s.
13s, you got 13?
No, put it back. So, clutch is on, rear plate's all done, gasket good in the corners. Put my little mark on there. Reese is putting the engine mounts on now. Alternator, all that sort of crap, accessories all cleaned up. She's ready to drop in. Would you look at that? She's in. She's birdie. She's birdie. That's a nice one. Freaking awesome. Now everything needs polishing again.
Don't know how to do that.
Yeah, polishing.
What do you reckon?
Did you sand it? So probably going to end this one off here, guys. Done a fair bit on it. Been just getting a lot of it done off camera because a lot of the stuff you've seen before, we've put the motor in that thing before. A few more things will be on the next one. We'll be working out where I can put the catch can. It's all nice and polished up now. So I've got to find a place for it somewhere in here, whether it be down here, but I'll have to wait till I fit the intercooler piping. I've started up doing the hidden coil packs. So those ones going to go over there. Sorry guys, the GoPro died on me there. So yeah, I've trying to hide the coil packs and leads as much as possible and keep them away from heat. There is a lot of heat going to be in the engine bay with the turbo set up the way it is. So you're trying to do that, but they'll be in the next video. Next one, the right side's going to be down in here somewhere. But yeah, we'll see that in the next one. Trying to tuck as much of the wiring as possible. But yeah, they'll all be in the next one. So it was a bit choppy video, guys. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but hope you're all keeping up with it and enjoy the content. I haven't been around much in the last couple of weeks, just busy with life and trying to keep the workshop up and running. It's been awfully busy, which is good, not whinging. But yeah, it's just been crazy trying to get everything done, building the motor and the other motor that you've probably seen in the background. But yeah, just trying to get stuff done around here and get it all sorted and try and get the track car sorted so we can make some content with it is the main priority. And old Sam over there looking pretty. If you follow the Facebook page, you would have seen I gave him a wash the other day and he came up pretty good. Actually, I'll give you a cold start on it because we've got to get it out of the shed anyway. I'm taking that home today. So we'll see what he starts up like. If I can get to him. There he is. Not sure if cold or out of fuel. Maybe both.
It's definitely cold and low out on lower fuel.
Yeah. Thanks for following along, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
I'm still going. Hard coming off makes for a sad day.